Hello and welcome to a vlog. I know this channel is mostly centered around gaming, but I need to make a quick video because I'm going on vacation this weekend and I'm gonna need a video to upload while I'm away. So I thought I might as well show you all my Star Wars collection. I've been getting back into collecting for almost a year now. It started back in last August. I thought, you know what, let's just look at some Legos for no reason at all. And I picked up the Darth Vader meditation chamber, which I will show y'all in a bit. But we're just gonna go in order from the newest stuff I bought to the stuff I have owned for the longest time.
Who the hell cares?
So here we have a Wrecker and Echo from the Bad Batch. I actually picked up these guys last Tuesday and Wednesday. I actually went into one GameStop. I was hunting for a Funko Pop that I would show after these guys. And I just decided to pick up Wrecker instead because he's been sitting there for like a few weeks. I've been going back and forth to that certain GameStop to look at the Star Wars stuff they got. And conveniently, the next day after that, I went to another GameStop and I found Echo. So that's pretty cool. And I also really like the realistic look on them. You see Wrecker's face. It kind of looks like Boba Fett's in a way, because you know he's a clone. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then if we look at Echo's face, it's more pale, giving it like a zombified look, which looks pretty freaking cool. And yeah, I'd say Echo's my second favorite figure that I got. I mean, not only because he is Echo, but I'm just a fan of the Clone Trooper design with these things. I always forget what they're called, but I think it looks cool on them, especially Captain Rex. And next up, on the same day I bought Echo, we have the Shadow Stormtrooper Funko Pop from The Force Unleashed. I actually finally found this guy when I bought Echo. I was originally looking for him when I got Wrecker. So yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. Like, I'm a huge fan of The Force Unleashed. And when I saw this on Instagram, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get it. So I did. And I know how scummy GameStop can be at times with the way they treat their employees, and their training system's kind of crap. But if you want the exclusives, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Next up, we have both of these Jet Troopers from Battlefront 2. I bought these two guys probably about a month before I got Echo and Wrecker. And I was actually originally going to GameStop for only the 501st Jet Trooper, but the Imperial Jet Trooper was actually on clearance for like, I think $10 cheaper than the original price for this trooper. So I thought might as well pick it up. And since I've been playing a lot of Battlefront 2 lately, have been getting back into it, I thought why not pick it up. It's $10 cheaper. You cross-ages cheapskate! And I think it would look cool next to my TV when I play the game. But my only complaint about the Imperial Jet Trooper is the way he can't hold his gun properly. It's like, because when I try to make him hold it with both hands, as you can see, the gun, it's bent a little bit, so he can't really hold it straight. But besides that, he is a pretty cool figure alongside the 501st Jet Trooper. And alongside those guys, I have picked up Boss from Republic Commando. One thing I found interesting about Boss is that he uses the same type of body as Hunter, because there's like a little thing right here where his knife would go, but Boss never came with the knife, or yeah, like the little knife that like comes out of his wrist. But yeah, my only complaint about this figure is the shoulder pads. It's because when I try to like I play around with him for a little bit in different poses, and when his arms are just like pointing straight down, these tend to just stay up in place, not touching the actual shoulder. So I just keep it up like this, so you know you don't really notice it. But besides that, I really like this figure. And before I bought all of those troopers, about 2 or 3 weeks before, I got the Imperial Senate Guard from the Force Unleashed 1. We were just randomly going into GameStop because my brother had a gift card to spend, so I thought I might as well tag along. And I looked around in their Star Wars section, and I happened to find this guy. I want to collect more Force Unleashed stuff. They're releasing Proxy Funko Pop, I think, in like October, November, somewhere around there. So I'm thinking with them releasing this Imperial Guard, the Dark Shadow Trooper Funko Pop. I hope we are getting a Starkiller action figure Funko Pop soon, because they can't be releasing like all these enemies you can fight and Proxy. You can't have Proxy without Starkiller. So I literally pray to God that they make a Starkiller figure or Funko Pop. I would mostly prefer a figure, because so I can just pose him in different positions. But yeah, I already lost the lightsaber part on this guy. Very, very sad. But besides that, this is probably my, I said Echo was my second favorite figure, and Boss is my first. I'll just say that this is my third favorite. So the latest Lego thing. LEGO! Let's go! I was gonna say I bought, but actually my dad gave this to me for me helping him out in the yard. It is the latest Republic fighter tank with Mace, Windu, and the purple clone troopers, which interestingly is non-canon to the actual Star Wars lore. This is Lego's own thing, which I actually really like. I've actually been waiting for the set for, well, I was gonna say a long time, but that they usually like reveal sets like 2 to 3 months before they actually release. I've been really excited for this set because this is also a vehicle you can play as in Battlefront 2, and I just really think these troopers are friggin' cool. I mean, look at this guy. This guy looks badass. And not to mention the Clone Wars Mace Windu with the Clone Trooper armor arm printing, I think is pretty freaking sweet, especially with purple being my favorite lightsaber color. The second Lego set I actually bought this year was the Dark Trooper attack set from the last episode of The Mandalorian Season 2. This is actually my personal favorite episode because it brings in Luke Skywalker and he looks so cool in it. And as you can notice, on Luke Skywalker, I actually changed the hood piece because the new one looks below mid to me.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
And I just have the Mandalorian randomly in here because I don't really have a place for him to be in, because he came from the Boba Fett set, which I will show probably like, I think I'm going to show like another set and then I'll show that one. I don't know, just whatever order I remember in getting them, I'll show it off. But you probably don't care, so I'm just going to shut up. And here we have the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter. I actually really recommend picking up the X-Wing at Walmart. Listen, I know you might have to see a naked old man or two, but it's worth it if you want a $10 discount. And I also put them on these stands right here because I like to have the wings open while it is oh my gosh, while it is sitting on top of my shelf. And I know a lot of people didn't really like this TIE Fighter particularly because, I mean, Lego got it wrong because it showed on the instructions it goes this way when it's really supposed to be this way. Not that big of a deal, but another complaint was that the wings are too small, which I can kind of get, but at the end of the day, this is just going to sit on top of my shelf collecting dust. Nothing really too special, so I thought the size was pretty good for me. And and interestingly enough, that I think this is the first TIE Fighter that features green lasers it could shoot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99% sure this is correct. And here we have probably the best purchase I have ever done, is the 501st Battle Pack alongside Captain Rex. But unfortunately, I don't have the complete figure to make it worth $200. I just have the helmet, the legs, the blue arms, and whatever this thing is called, the thing that sits on his shoulder. And I don't have his face either, so I just used a regular clone head I happen to have. Get on there, you piece of garbage. And I've built this little platform for them to stand on. I stacked a bunch of clear bricks to make it look like the Jet Trooper is floating in the air. And I also put them under this speeder that makes it look like it's floating above the ground, obviously. Oh yeah, and I also have this old 501st Trooper, and I think it was from an older set that had this walker with Yoda. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it, but I just can clearly remember bright as day this comes from that set. And I gave him another Clone Wars head. I'm not sure if this is his correct head, but even if it's not, it's the best head. It is better than this head. I'm sorry, but I'm just really nostalgic for these kinds of heads. And here is Boba Fett's ship, the Slave One, from the Mandalorian. Not the Book of Boba Fett. It's from the Mandalorian. This is the good Boba, not the bad. This is the good Boba, you see? Good Boba. Not bad Boba, good Boba. Yeah, I know this is the smallest Slave One that Lego has made. I do kind of want the one that came up before this that's a bit bigger, medium-sized. But, I mean, for this, just sitting on my nightstand is pretty much good enough size. And here we have all of the Star Wars Funko Pops I got that are all from the Mandalorian. Like I said, from the Mandalorian, this is the good Boba, the badass Boba we all know. And here is the Amazon exclusive Mandalorian that I did take out of the box. I'm sorry for all of you collectors out there that just want to keep it in the box so it raises in value. But this is my stuff. I do what I want with it. You do what you want with it. It's a free country. I don't plan on selling these anytime soon, so I'm not really worried about keeping up the value and selling them for like $500 in the future. I mean, let's be honest. Am I ever going to sell these? Am I ever going to sell this Dark Trooper? Is anyone gonna buy it? Probably not, because it's a Dark Trooper. People are gonna want a Mandalorian more than this stinking guy. Okay, laugh it up, get it out of your system. laugh at me for how much I like my Lego sets collecting dust and not taking good care of them. Are you done yet? Okay. Here is Darth Vader's meditation chamber that I bought with the graduation money last year that got me back into Lego. This thing can go up and down. Get out of the way. This thing can go up and down like that. It's pretty cool, but I like to keep it up like that so you can see Darth Vader. And to my knowledge, I think this is the cheapest set you can buy with the Darth Vader with the arm printing, but that might change with the Obi-Wan Kenobi sets that came out. I think it was yesterday, August 1st, with the duel with Obi-Wan. It's gonna be like 50 bucks, and this was 60 bucks, and it's part of the adult set. I'm an adult and I like to play Legos, okay? Don't judge me.
Shame on you.
I'm not gonna lie. I broke the Duel on Mandalore set in a fit of rage while playing Counter-Strike. I got so mad that I lost. I didn't wake up, so I just had to break a small Lego set to satisfy myself, make me feel a little better. Here is Ahsoka Tano from the latest Clone Wars season. From what I've heard, she is actually going to rise in price because of the Ahsoka show that is going to come out. So, flex on them haters. And here we have Darth Maul, which I would say is probably my favorite minifigure I have. Not only because Darth Maul is voiced by Sam Miller in Clone Wars, but I just think he looks really cool with the robotic legs that aren't like ginormous, and also like the way how his shirt looks. And you can see his boobies, those blurry boobies. And here we have another duel set, except for this is Duel on Mustafar with the iconic fight of Obi-Wan and Anakin. And this is actually a alternative build I happened to find online, and it's obviously the high ground scene. I decided to rebuild this because obviously it is probably the most iconic Star Wars meme of all time, but also the scene where Anakin loses to Obi-Wan and practically turns into Vader. These are the two oldest Funko Pops I own. Here is Darth Vader. I'm not sure from which movie. I just randomly happened to buy him from a flea market for like $5. He's also collecting a lot of dust as well, which, I mean, it's a collector's item. You should put it in a case. You should keep dust in your case. Well, like I said, I do what I want. No one's probably ever gonna buy this Darth Vader off of me. So, yeah, he just sits under my TV, eating the dust through his mask. Here we have Chewbacca from the Solo movie, which, honestly, pretty mid, except for the Darth Maul scene. I think my mom randomly bought this for me from some sort of store. I don't really remember the name of it, but it wasn't like a Mace where everyone knows, like Walmart, GameStop. This was just like a cheap convenience store, and they happened to have a bunch of Chewbacca Funko Pops. So my mom just got me one. And of course, like the others, or like Mandalorian, I have opened him. Well, does anyone really want to buy a Chewbacca off of me from a mid-movie? Maybe. This is the oldest Lego set I own. This is Anakin's Interceptor from, oh my gosh, I can't even remember what year, but I'll show a picture of it on the screen and the year it came out. But you're gonna have to take my word for it that this is the oldest that I got, because they released a new one, like, I think a year or two ago, and I'm not really sure, like, how close they resemble each other. But, unfortunately, I do not have Anakin or R2-D2. Well, I do have an R2-D2 for the X-Wing, but, oh, here's Nick Fury that I just randomly found from trying to look for the box to this set, but I couldn't find it. Unfortunately, no Anakin, no R2-D2, but I'm surprised that I still have this for many years. Now onto the lightsabers.
Is that the bloody weed, Jedi? I was
Who you calling we, jackass?
This is Mace Windu's lightsaber from the Clone Wars. I think this was, yeah, 2008. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work anymore, even with new batteries. But I'm keeping this lightsaber because I think this is one of the only toys I still have from my grandpa, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. So I like to keep it to remember him, and also as just a reminder of like how much I love Star Wars, and yeah, holds a really special place in my heart. And finally, for the oldest Star Wars collectible I have is Star Killer's lightsaber, baby! Sadly, it's a little broken, and it is not as bright as it used to be, and it is covered in crap. As you all know, Star Killer is my favorite Star Wars character.
Think I'm just too white and nerdy.
And for the longest time, I was an idiot and did not realize this was Star Killer's lightsaber. I thought this was, well, originally, as a kid, I thought you could just choose between being Anakin and Vader. But, because, I mean, it doesn't really look like Luke's lightsaber. But, of course, like in the game, choosing between a light side or dark side ending, you can choose to have a green lightsaber or a red lightsaber. Let's see how they look in the dark. Alright, here is the light side of Star Killer's lightsaber. As you can see, it is pretty bright. You see my, looks better if I do this. You can see my face, but obviously I'm going to censor it. But you can see it really shines my face. Now we're going to switch to the dark side. And as well, actually, it is bright, but not as bright as the green. And if we show it to my face, as you can see, it is not as bright. But nonetheless, it is still pretty freaking cool. That pretty much wraps up my entire Star Wars collection. I really hope you did enjoy this video, and please let me know if you'd like to see any more type of vlog content in the comments, like if I buy a new Lego set or action figure, or I don't know, just anything that you want me to review, let me know. And if you also please click that like button, that would really be appreciated. And if you're new here, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.